controversial issue of VAT, the governor implores more federal government intervention in the state.
So if they are talking about collection of that, let federal government come and invest what was extended and, invest in rivers and Lagos State, to Zamafara State. We are going to give more than what they are giving. So if they are talking about collection of that, let federal government come and invest what was extended and, invest in rivers and Lagos State, to Zamafara State. We are going to give more than what they are giving. Zamafara is one of the richest states in Nigeria. And if you can look at the tables, Zamafara is richer than about 42 countries in the world. But if federal government can invest hugely, not even much, to Zamafara State, I assure you what Zamafara can give, both Lagos and rivers cannot be able to give what Zamafara can give.
Now, wow, see one of our leaders. Nigeria does suffer a quota system, and unfortunately, you see people who are well-read, who are versatile in most things, and they are leaning and they are crawling under these people. You can imagine. But that being said, that aside, one thing is that he's talking about if federal government can invest what is invested in rivers and Lagos, that they will do better than them. They will do whatever. But do you know that these guys are very crafty? I mean, the Northerners. You see this issue of VAT of a thing. You see that the Northern governors and the traditional rulers, they met. They've already concluded. Of course, like one of I don't know who even responded to them when they said it's not going to happen, that they will not allow, that they are not going to go the route of the southern governors, trying to intimidate them, that it has to, the power has to be rotated or go back to the south, that constitutionally is not allowed. That is not how it ought to be. But now they are now telling us concerning this same VAT that the southern governors don't understand. They are mixing it up with sale tax, and which is not. It is consumption tax. They want to twist everything. They know how to twist things, and that was why when this whole thing of S-men, people are complaining about the atrocities. These guys are not even talking about the atrocities that the S-men are talking about. They just go and tell you that Constitution says anybody can stay anywhere. Are you really getting it? The Constitution says or allows anybody to stay anywhere. So the Constitution says that they should be killing people. They will just leave that area. They don't want to talk about that area. All they know is that these people must stay. Whatever the reason why you are telling them that they should leave, or why you are putting laws in place because of them, it is inconsequential. Whether they kill people, whether they bury people, whether they slaughter people, they don't want to hear that. All they just after is that they must stay. And now they are trying to twist the whole thing again. That is the trick that they always use. And unfortunately, the well-read, the southerners who are well-read, we go under them. You see the president, you see the vice president. Just look at them. In what way can you think that, And at the end of the day, these guys do not even understand. I don't understand. But now they are beginning to wake up. I mean, the southern governors. I hope they will wake up very well, so that they will not go back to their slumber again, or go back to their sleep. Now he's saying that, but one thing again is that you see that the federal government and this southern or the northerners, all those different groups, they are not even talking about the authority or the power that Zamafara State has when it comes to this issue of gold. They are behaving as if they don't even know anything about it. It was only Governor Wike that even made mention of it. But I've never even heard any other person. People are just talking, just like that. But when we have a strong voice that will say, no, what is happening in Zamafara? That is not how it ought to be. Since you are talking about, when it comes to Zamafara, they will be telling you about the federating unit. But when it comes to oil, they will be running unitary system of government. It is so shame on all these our southern governors, southern leaders. Shame on them. Shame on them. At times I do ask. Apart from, okay, let me just say, I don't know about you. Whether Afeni Ferry or Aneze or Pandev, I don't even know who has more energy, or who has that authority, who has that power to be able to challenge them. When you talk of challenge strongly, because at the end of the day, they will still fall again. Once they are coming up with one kind of a statement, before they will fall again. Among all the southern leaders, I've never even seen anyone who you can really say this and that. Even the Tinubu that even talking about, that one self does not, get out to. He's always sitting on the fence. He cannot come and say, no, this is how things ought to be done. but because of a selfish interest. And in the first place, it's not as if these people have anything more than you people. I don't know whether there was a time they had any form of oath, and they signed that oath that these guys, or maybe they bewitched them. They will say, people will say, no, be juju be that, as if there's something that is being blown into the air, that all of them, once they just hear the Southern, or this, especially the Fulanis, they'll begin to shake like leaf. But now they are beginning to wake up. But I hope na better wake up so that they will not go back to their sleep. See the Tinubu there ones down there. Can that one even stand and say, no, this is it? No matter what, forget about whatever. This is it. This is what we want to do. No. They will even insult him. They will do a manner of things. They will be trying to be diplomatic. They will say, oh, they know how to be diplomatic. And these guys, they speak raw. They speak crudely. See the way this man is speaking with arrogance. That if this and that, they will do this and that. And this is what Fani Kayode is sharing. Hi, see Fani Kayode, so they will be doing mad. See the people that they are mingling with. What can these ones give? What can they offer? What can they offer? One day, monkey go to market, he no go return. Everything must come to an end. All this nonsense, rubbish that the Southern leaders or whatever they call themselves, whether elites, the nonsense they are taking from these people, one day their eye go clear. And it is the people, the masses, that will teach them lesson, because it's like you guys don't know what you are doing. You cannot be telling us that you don't know all the policies, all the tricks that these guys are playing, and you are playing to the gallery, trying to be diplomatic, to be politically correct. It's unfortunate. Nobody's talking about, it's not talking about the VAT, that what you are gaining or what you are getting from that your gold in Zamafara, are you sharing it with other people? Are you sharing it? See the way he's squeezing his face. Are you sharing it? Say, if the federal government, if the federal government can embed. Oh my God! Oh no. I like Ujo. We don't suffer. The unqualified are the ones ruling the qualified. Unqualified though. You can see, there's no need to be patching what now. If you are not fit, you are not fit. We have people who are sound, but will they be able to get there? No, they will not be able to get there. You see the likes of Showore, the likes of Durotoye, the likes of Fela Kisle Mohalu, Fela Durotoye, and the likes of them like that. When you listen to their debate and what they are, you just be amazed. But because these politicians have built illiterates in the country, they have weaponized poverty, everything.